Welcome to Easy Love Yoga with Shanna. Today we're doing a chair yoga practice. I do have a yoga strap handy just sitting on the arm of my chair, so please keep a yoga strap or a necktie handy for you as well. We're going to come starting seated forward during class. So we're going to sit on our glutes on the edge of the chair, having our hamstrings hang off of the chair, allowing us to have a nice 90-degree bend of the knees and feet flat on the floor. Thinking about a nice tall posture here, rolling your shoulders up and around once, relaxing them down, placing your hands on your lap, and just taking a moment to sit tall, focus on your posture, focusing on your breath, breathing deeply. Notice when you inhale, if you're allowing the belly to rise, breathing deeply. Closing your eyes now and taking a moment to scan the body, starting at the crown of the head, working down to the toes. Notice any areas that are sensitive today that you need to be mindful of as you move through this practice. It could be an old or a new injury that you're noticing today. Remember to always keep yourself safe during class. If there's something that feels uncomfortable or does not feel right, you do not need to participate in that movement. Beginning our 4 square breathing practice, starting with an inhale through the nose of 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, notice your posture. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Returning now to your regular breath, and just notice if you're breathing deeply. Gently opening your eyes. We're going to start by drawing the ear towards one shoulder. You can extend the opposite arm out, fingers pointed towards the ground. Add a little extra to this stretch. Remember, sitting tall, breathing deeply. One more breath here. Let's return to our starting position and lower the ear towards the opposite shoulder, extending the opposite arm out, fingertips pointing towards the ground. One more breath. And return to center. This time lifting the chin, looking up the ceiling, stretching the front of the neck. One more breath here, back to center, and this time drawing the chin in towards the chest, stretching the back of the neck. And returning to center, dropping the arms to your sides, shrugging up on the inhale, exhale and release down. Shrug and inhale, exhale, release. Shrug, inhale, exhale, release. One more time. Shrug, inhale, exhale, release. And now let's roll the shoulders to the back of the room. Nice big rolls here. Notice if you're holding any tension in the shoulders. And changing the direction now, rolling shoulders to the front of the room. One more roll here. Beautiful. We're going to roll out the wrists. And rolling in the opposite direction. And just give it a little shake. Beautiful. Now we're going to start by placing one arm on the opposite knee, bringing the arm behind you on the chair, sitting nice and tall here. And on an exhale, twist and look over the shoulder. We're going to hold here for 8 rounds of breath. Remember to breathe deeply. One more round of breath here. And we're going to slowly release and come back to our starting position. And now we're going to take the opposite arm to the opposite knee, bring an arm behind you on the chair, sitting tall, and on an exhale, twist, look over the shoulder, 8 rounds of breath. One more round of breath here. And coming back to center. Beautiful. Now we're just going to roll the shoulders twice to the back, twice to the front. And we're going to bring our arms out into a T position. We're going to roll the fingers and hands, palms facing up in front, and then roll the same behind, palms up and back. Roll, palms in front, roll, palms behind. Just do that a couple of rounds. Palms in front, palms behind, in front, behind, in front, and behind. Beautiful. Keeping the arms into a T, bringing your palms facing the front of the room, drawing them together. Coming back to our starting position and drawing them behind, engaging the shoulder blades this time, feeling the shoulder blades engage here as we lift the chest with those hands behind the body. Coming back to center, coming together in front, back to center and slightly behind, engaging the shoulder blades. Center and front. And now nice fluid movements from front to back. One more time. And coming to center and just rolling the shoulders out again to the back. And rolling the shoulders forward. Bringing those arms once again into a T position. Drawing the hands together. Bringing the backs of the hands together in front this time. And now that fluid movement front to back. Backs of the hands together in front of the body. Pushing away. In front. Push away. In front. Push away, in front, and push away. Beautiful. Once again, let's roll out the shoulders and roll the opposite direction. Beautiful. Now make sure your feet are nice and flat. You have a nice 90-degree bend at the knee here. You're sitting tall in your chair, dropping your arms by your side. We're just going to flow a nice movement from side to side, keeping that nice smooth flow as we change sides, dropping one hand by the chair and lifting the other to the sky into a nice side bend and changing from one side to the next in a smooth, fluid movement. Looking up through the hand that's over the head at the ceiling. Two more rounds. Beautiful. And coming back to our starting position. Now we're going to draw one arm across the body, support underneath the elbow, relax the shoulder. Just take a moment to sit tall in this nice stretch. We're going to draw that hand to the sky, touch down to the shoulder, support under the elbow, bringing that elbow close to the head, pointed upward if you can. If it's available to you, you can grab that elbow and bring the hand in between the shoulder blades and lifting the chest here. Remember to breathe. One more breath here. Relax, and we're going to change sides, drawing the opposite arm across the body, supporting under the elbow, relaxing the shoulder, sitting tall. And now taking that hand high to the sky, touching down to the shoulder, supporting underneath the elbow, elbows close to the head, pointed upward. And again, if it's available to you, you can grab that elbow and bring the hand in between the shoulder blades behind you, lifting the chest in the process, breathing deeply. One more breath here. And we're going to relax it down. Beautiful. Now we're just going to extend one heel out in front, keeping a slight bend in the knee. We're going to reach down for the toes, or you could be maybe reaching for your ankles or the backs of your calves. Whatever you find most comfortable. Find that spot where you can reach and still keep a nice bend in the knee. Feeling a stretch come up the back of the legs. Slowly release the hands, allow them to travel up the leg, back into a seated position. And we're going to change sides, extending the opposite leg out, heel down, bringing the hands down the leg, keeping a bend in the knee, reaching for that low point, whether that's your toes, your ankles, or your calves. Just stopping there, where you feel the sensation of the stretch, keeping that knee bent. And slowly allowing the hands to travel back up the legs. Beautiful. Now we're going to extend the heel out and then bring the toe touching down. Extend the heel, touch down, toe touches down. Heel and toe. Let's do that a couple times. One more time. And we're going to change sides. Heel extends out, toe touches down close to you. Extend out with the heel, in with the toe. One more time. Now we're just going to alternate one leg to the next. Heel, toe, flat foot, heel, toe, flat foot. One more round, heel, toe, flat foot, heel, toe, flat foot. Beautiful. Still sitting on the edge of your chair, we're going to bring our knees slightly out to the side, toes pointed out by the side. We're going to rest one elbow on the knee, draw the opposite arm up and over. Now if this bothers your shoulder, you can draw the arm across the front of your body as well. So find what works best for you as we do this modified side angle. Looking up through the hand. And slowly coming back to your seated position, bringing the opposite elbow down, arm comes up or across the body. Holding here, looking up through the hand. One more breath here. And now we're going to do this with a little bit of fluid movement, changing from one side to the next in a nice flow. Reaching up and over, changing sides, up and over and change. One more round. Beautiful. And coming back, sitting tall in your chair, bringing those feet forward, hip width apart once again, knees 90-degree bend. And we're going to take our arms out to the side into T position. We're going to rotate to one side until we feel the sensation of the stretch, stopping there. And then come back to center. Rotate the opposite way, feeling the sensation, stopping there. Coming back to center. And now we're just going to move from one side to the next at your own pace in a nice flow. Thinking about every time stopping at that sensation of the stretch and slowly moving back to center and to the other side. Stop at that sensation, back to center, stop at that sensation, back to center. Nice fluid movement here. One more round. Coming back to center, lower the arms. We're going to roll the shoulders out, releasing any tension. And the other way. Beautiful. Now still sitting forward in your chair, sitting nice and tall here, dropping your arms by your side, drawing one arm up as you allow the other to go lower than the seat of your chair, and then changing sides. Looking up through the fingers at the ceiling. One more round. Beautiful. Sitting tall, grabbing your chair, lifting one foot off the ground. We're going to roll at the ankle in one direction. And changing directions. Keeping mobility in our ankles. Remembering to take care of every part of the body. Lower that foot, let's change sides, starting with the ankle roll in one direction. And the other way. Beautiful, setting it down. Now we're going to come up off of our chair. You're going to stand behind your chair. Make sure all four legs of your chair are on your yoga mat, so there's no slipping at all. You're going to stand behind your chair. You're going to hold on to the edges of your chair. Take a nice big step back, just until you feel your arms are extended fully. You're going to bend your knees, bring your glutes towards the wall behind you, and lower your torso forward until your elbow comes between your ears, into this modified down dog, keeping the knees bent. If this bothers your shoulders, you can simply rise up slightly. So finding a comfortable down dog for you today. One more breath. Rising up, grabbing the edge of the chair, coming up onto your toes. I want you to lower towards that chair into a nice push-up. Coming back up, another push up towards the chair, back into plank, low plank, high plank, low plank, high plank, low, high, one more round, low, high, come back onto your flat feet, bend the knees, bring the glutes towards the wall behind you, lower the torso down. Perhaps you can bring your ears lower than your elbows this time. Make sure you keep that slight bend in the knees. Modified down dog. And slowly coming up, we're going to walk closer to the chair. So now we have a seat distance between the back of the chair and our feet. We're going to hold on to the edge of the chair. We're going to rise up onto our toes here. Holding here, up on your toes. Coming halfway down. Back up to your toes. Halfway down. Onto your toes. Halfway down. Onto your toes, halfway down, all the way down. Now we're going to bend our knees, bring our glutes slightly behind us, but we're going to lean forward into our chair just enough so we can lift our toes off the ground. So balancing on your heels, flat feet once again, standing upright. Bend the knees, glutes towards the back, lean into your chair, hold on to it, lifting the toes off the ground onto your heels. Coming back to flat feet, up onto your toes. Coming down onto your heels, leaning forward into the chair. Back up onto the toes. Lower down onto the heels, leaning into the chair. One more round, onto the toes. Back onto the heels. Beautiful. Now we're going to come seated in our chair once again. So you're seated on the edge of your chair. Glutes are on the chair, hamstrings off the chair, 90-degree bend at the knee. Nice tall posture here. Closing your eyes, just taking a moment to notice your breath. Doing another scan of your body, starting at the crown of your head, working all the way down to your toes. Noticing any sensations that may have changed from the scan done at the start of class. Taking a moment again to bring your attention back to your breath. Allow your arms to drop by your side. As you reach them up, draw them together overhead and lower your hands down to heart center. Feeling the energy flow through your body. I'd like to thank you for participating in this class today, taking this time for mindful movement. I hope you have a fantastic day. Namaste.